Okay, so here we are finding the surface area of this. And so when you're dealing with a pyramid, we've got the surface area is equal to 1/2 the perimeter times the slant height. Okay? And um, there's logical reasons for that. You might want to go back and watch some of the videos for this unit if you don't know why this works, but this does work, and that is the formula. So that's the lateral area. And then for the base, in this case, we could write B, but we'll write the very specific formula, which is, because it's a square, it is the length of the side, which this says S, squared. Okay, so then 1/2 the perimeter of the base. That's what they say. When they say perimeter, they're always meaning perimeter of the base. Okay, so each side is 5, so 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 is 20. So we say then 20 times the slant height, which is 7, plus the side length squared, and again, the side length is 5. So when we calculate this out, we get 1/2 of 20 is 10. 10 times 7 is 70, plus 5 squared is 25. And we add this together, we get 95, and it is surface area, so it's units squared, so feet squared. Surface area of this is 95 feet squared. Easy, nice. Okay. Now, in order to do the volume, we need to have the height. And we don't have this height. Okay? So, but I'll draw that over here as a triangle that we're going to solve it for in a second. And what do we have? Well, we don't have this number specifically given to us, but it's really easy to figure out. It's just half of the side length. The whole side is 5, and this thing is running halfway between it. I can't see if my laser pointer is actually writing anything up underneath me. Okay. There it goes. So this right here is going to be half of 5, and what's half of 5? 2.5. So if I draw this over here, I get that measure of 2.5. And of course, we've got this slant height here of 7. So how do we solve this? Well, we've got one of the legs, and we have the hypotenuse. We don't have the other leg. So you can write a squared plus b squared equals c squared. But you can also say, let me subtract this away from both sides, and you can get the length of a side squared, or the length of a leg squared, equals the hypotenuse squared minus the square of one of the legs. And then if I square rooted it, I can say a is equal to the square root of c squared minus b squared. Okay? And why am I doing all that? Because when we plug in these numbers, and well, I'll start it here. Might need to move over. When we plug in these numbers, we get c squared, the hypotenuse squared is 7 squared, minus, and then b squared is 2.5 squared. Now, calculating that, you get 49 minus 6.25. Just happen to know that. And so then when you calculate this out, what you get for that height, and let me erase all of these marks now that we've got them there, and let me just put the one mark I want to show, which is this height right there. What you get for that is 42.75 square rooted. Okay, the square root of 42.75. And why am I writing it like that? Because if we were to actually square root it, we would have to round that off. And I don't want to round it off. I want to use an exact height for this. And we'll round at the end. But in the meantime, I don't want to round. I want to have an exact value all the way until the end so that I know that my answer is accurate to what it would be. And then if we have to round it off, and it does say to the nearest whole unit, then we'll do it then and not sooner. Because once you start multiplying it by things, then that small amount changes. So now let's write the formula for surface area, or volume rather. And the volume is area of the base, sorry, 1/3 area of the base, which is 5 squared, because it's a rectangle, times the height, which is times the square root of 42.75. So that's what I'm going to type into my calculator. And give me a second to grab a calculator. Okay, square root of 42.75 times 5 times 5, which is 25, and then divided by 3, and I get 54.48. So I'm going to write that down. Volume is approximately equal to 54.48, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I didn't even actually need to write the 8, because the fact is, where am I rounding to? I'm rounding to this nearest whole unit. So I look one past it, and I say, is that a 5 or something bigger than 5? Because if it is, we can count all of those decimal numbers as half or more than half, and therefore an extra whole unit to round up to 55. But it's not. It's not a 5 or a higher. So we can't count that, all of the decimals part of this, as another one, because it doesn't meet the criteria for at least half of another one. So we don't count it as an extra one if we were rounding. So we just say, okay, that we disregard that rest of it, and it comes to approximately 54. And the volume is, because it's feet, will be feet cubed. That's it.